AP Cram, Calculus AB, Free Response, Exam Review. Question 48, Rate of Processing. On a certain workday, the rate in tons per hour at which unprocessed gravel arrives at a gravel processing plant is modeled by G of t equals 90 plus 45, the cosine of t squared over 18, where t is measured in hours and t is either greater than or equivalent to 0 hours or less than or equivalent to 8 hours. All right, so this is our closed interval. At the beginning of the workday, t is equivalent to 0. That's kind of obvious. The plant has 500 tons of unprocessed gravel. During the hours of operation between 0 and 8 hours, the plant processes gravel at a constant rate of 100 tons per hour. All right, so the question we now have to figure out is the amount of unprocessed gravel at the plant increasing or decreasing at time t equals 5 hours? Show the work that leads to your answer. All right, so the math for this is pretty straightforward. It's just setting up the equation that takes a smidgen of thinking, not too much. It's really straightforward overall. I'll give you a moment to think. Okay, so basically you have to find out G of 5 whether or not this is greater than or equal to the constant processing rate per hour. Okay, so what we can do is set up a difference of G of 5, the arrival minus the processing rate. So we can do the arrival rate, the input, minus the output, okay, or the decremental amount of 100 tons per hour. So when we plug in 5 to our function g of t that models the arrival, we get 90 plus 45, the cosine of 5 squared. This is a 5 squared. So 25 over 18 minus 100. All right, so that winds up being negative 1.859 tons per hour. Let me write that in. Tons per hour. All right, so at a snapshot at 5 hours precisely is that the amount of unprocessed gravel is decreasing at a rate of 1.859, sorry, not 95, tons per hour, okay? Because the difference between the arrival and the constant processing rate that doesn't change is negative 1.85859. Sorry, I'm being a little dyslexic here. And if this were positive, that would mean that the amount of gravel arriving is starting to accumulate, which is generally not a good sign.